Hi, Cancer. This is going to be your guidance for the month of June. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because these are general messages. But also, if you get to this video and it's not June, and I would say divine timing is everything. So I would still listen because there may be messages in it for you. And make sure you check your sun, moon, and rising. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, the information is down below. I want to start off by saying, while I was channeling your energy before the reading, I could feel like a need to resolve some inner conflict, like I kept hearing resolution, like looking for resolutions. And I just want to remind you before I get started that happiness is an inside job. And I know you guys are givers and you have beautiful hearts, but just as well as no one owes you anything, because they don't. You know, it's nice when people help, but no one owes you anything. No one even owes to pick up the phone for you, right? But you owe yourself something, you know, and you don't owe anyone as much as you've been given in the past. So I feel like that's like a heavy hit for you. And because your hearts are so big and you have so many emotions, you feel differently. But you have to be careful not to take stuff out on your spouse lately. Because you're coming off a bit snippy. You know, like someone says something and it's like, oh really, thanks, you know, and I knew that, and what do you think? Like, it's like, you know, you have to make sure you're dealing with your inner conflict so you're not taking it out on the ones that you love, you know? So I'm going to get started in your reading. Okay. If you guys are planning on doing something financially, like trying to take things to the next step, maybe invest in something or figure out a new hustle, I definitely think make sure you're putting money away. You guys can be really responsible, but you like to appease and please. So make sure you're not just pouring money out this month. I do feel the need to, I wouldn't sign anything in July, and make sure you reread any contracts for the month of June before you sign anything. Okay, Cancer? So, yeah, you got to work on your self-love and self-worth. And that is, all right. Let me start with this. Groundhog Spirit. Time to let go. What are you holding on to? So you know how the groundhog, like they have this whole Groundhog Day thing, and it's like, oh, I don't remember exactly how it goes, but if the groundhog sees its shadow, then there's like, you know, a certain amount of time where it's no more winter or spring or something like that, right? I don't know how it goes. So what the point is that either way, the groundhog has acceptance of it. The groundhog is not really dwelling. It goes on about its life. What are you dwelling on? What can you not let go of? It's not excusing your pain about a situation or your discomfort about anything, but you not letting go because you can say, I don't know how. Well then seek some help. If you don't know how, seek some professional help so that you can learn to let go and learn to come to a level of acceptance. Because I feel like there's certain things that you may have wanted to be a certain way that they're not. Doesn't mean that you lost everything. Sometimes we pay so close attention to what hasn't gone right or the way we want that, we're so focused on what we lost, we don't realize what we've gained. Because redirection is God's protection. So remember that. And, things happen for us, not to us. And the more you're able to look at it like that, then you can come to a level of acceptance and, take a deep breath, which you guys really need to do, because I sense some anxiety or kind of some, I don't feel like you guys are breathing. I feel like you're going in your mind a lot, in your emotions a lot, or like trying to figure out how someone else is feeling with something, or if they're as aggravated as you. You really got to take time and deal with your attitude lately. A little bit of snippiness. And I think rightfully so in certain departments, because a lot of people have taken your kindness for weakness. But have boundaries, healthy boundaries then. But your bark is making people uncomfortable, and it's like you're going to push people away from you. So be careful with that. So you also got the skunk spirit, know your worth. And then squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Now, for a lot of some of the cancers I know, you could say they don't know their worth, they don't believe in themselves, because they come off very strong. They have that shell, that protection, and cancers really like to, give off that leadership and have that protection wall around them, so you can't get too close to them because they hurt so deep. But you're lacking in knowing and understanding of yourself subconsciously. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't be you're at war with yourself. That's what I feel. You're at war with yourself a lot lately. So when you get to know yourself and you seek some assistance if you need it, or you have, and you find what's going on with you, then you're going to step into the wolf spirit, which is turn knowledge into wisdom. And you're going to be able to create, look at this, this is one of the best cards you can get, the Sun, which is the best. Look at her. Is this a woman? Yeah, like a kid, or riding on a horse with daisies and or sunflowers and the sun in the background shining. She's just living her life, enjoying life, fun. And this is what you're trying to get towards, but I feel like you're juggling a lot. You also got, I feel like for some of you, you need to learn how to lean on your spouse a little bit. And just because they don't give you exactly what it is you think they should give you, find out their love language and take some time with this. Because if not, your relationship is going to suffer. Money, confusion, juggling two situations or ideas around, with this card, I feel like you're trying to take a leap forward and you want it so bad, but it's not that it's not coming, because look at this beautiful card. It's just that you're going to have to work through some of the stuff you're going through and really find out what's happening within you, because your intuition is really good and you've been a bit disrupted lately. I feel like you want more because you feel like you've just been going through the motions, or you can see it, you can smell it. I want to be able to do this, I want to be able to do that, I'm going to take my family on vacation, I want to get a vacation home, whatever it is, right? And you feel like, I know this is the next step. But remember, when you're redirected, you're protected. It's not that it's not coming, because it is, but there's something subconsciously that's blocking you that you have to get to and work on. Once you get to that place, like, of working on that stuff, and you let go of whatever it is you're holding on to for dear life that's no longer serving you, and and I feel like for quite a few of you, you need to face your shadow side, like face your stuff, self-reflect, which I think that goes into everything else I was saying. But you get to turn your knowledge into wisdom, and you create this life for you. This is what you're headed towards. So you just have to do the work and make sure you're honoring yourself, Cancer. Knowing, sometimes we think we know our worth, but we don't. So I'm doing this new thing. If you have a question or a concern about something, you can ask it now. Take a deep breath, breathe in, and breathe out. And ask your question, or ask what it is. Ask Spirit, ask the universe what it is you need advice on. And I'm going to pull an affirmation card to let you guys know what it is, what the answer is. So go ahead and ask. Okay. I'm going to read two. I accept my uniqueness. There is no competition and no comparison, for we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful. I love myself. But once again, I love myself. Like, I know you think you do, but there's an area that you're neglecting. I listen with love to my body's messages. My body is always working toward optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. Show your body some love. If you're working out and eating better, that's great. But be gentle with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself if things are not going the way they used to with your body. As we, as our physical grows older, we have to embrace certain things. We can still work on it, but, make sure that you're embracing the in-between and showing gratitude for your body taking you this far. So I feel like this is a lot about self-love, but, you're getting to the place you're trying to get to. You're gonna gain more wisdom and direction in this. And once you release certain things that are no longer serving your highest good, which could be like difficult patterns or whatever it is, you're gonna get there. So yeah, the sun is gonna come out for you. Take care, Cancer.